Okay, this strategy here, we just mainly looking at these. This is green, 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 and then red, red. In this situation here, um, I'm using the hotkeys. The hotkeys allow you to place orders real quick. So if you hold down the shift button and you push down the W, that's going to create a green line, which means that you believe that this thing is going to stop up here. If you to believe that's going to stop below, then you put reds. So I use the keys so you can get in quickly. So I put in the three greens and then immediately I put in the three reds above it. Okay, what happens when you do that here, that means if you stopped right here after you put that red up in there, if it stays up here and it doesn't come back down, then you win 3 out of 5. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get 3 out of 5. So that 3 out of 5 means you win. So that's a good place to be in. Okay, so you gain there. No loss, no losing. Okay, as long as it stays up there. Okay. Now you say, what happens if it dropped down? If it dropped down below this right here, this red line, and goes here, now you actually get more because now you got 4 wins because you got this red as a win, and then also you got these 3 right here. If it drops down even to below this red line and goes here, you get 5 now because now you got these 2 reds here and you got the 3 greens because we're saying that it's going to be above the 3 greens and it's going to be below the 2 reds. So that's in that spot right there, you actually got every last one of those right. So that's a big payout. If it drops here, you still win because you still get 4 out of 5 right. If it drops here, you get 3 still out of 5 right. And here, down at the bottom, that's the only place that you lose. But the purpose of these being 5 seconds here is because it doesn't give it enough time to drop down here. Okay, because we're not getting in anywhere, and we're getting in specifically during green waves. Green waves where you know it's going to push up. Okay, and also in a red wave when we know it's going to push down. Okay, so now we just go over to the chart here, and I want to give you an example. Right now, as you can see right now, this is all red wave action right there. You see the red line here, and it dropped down below this mid line right there. I see this as a mid line right here because this is momentum. Anything that's hanging below like that, it's more or less low momentum down there. It's pushing down for the reds. And that's why you see all this red candles here. Okay. And usually when it goes up, like right here, that's usually when you get a green wave, as you can see here. We are waiting for that moment. And how you know that moment is going to happen? I usually wait for this momentum, this green to be up right here, and then this green right there. That's when I get in. I don't get in just because of anything. I want to see if it's a real push. 2 of those is good. Usually with the red, usually if you get 2 red hanging low like that right here, that's a good time to get in. That would have been up here somewhere. You would have clearly won over there. Okay, so those are the only 2 times I want to get in. I don't want to get in no other time because then it gets volatile and a bunch of up and down action. And when you get up and down, that's when things go wrong. See, right now, at least if it's pushing up green here real good, if it tries to back down, if it backs down, only thing in 5 seconds, it's going to land in one of those spots that's going to actually reward me more, which I have done that a few times on here. As we let the video play, you will see where it hits down in that area. When it does that, you actually gain more because you got more of them right. Okay, so we'll let it play. I'll let you see what happens on the first one that I'll be getting in on. I'm looking at the green. See, get the momentum down there. It's building up. See, I got that momentum. That's why, again, I got the 3 greens, 2 reds. See? It got all of them that time. And I'm going to let it play again here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wait, let's back up just a little bit more. I want you to just to see how this thing is forming. Okay. See how the greens are building up? Momentum, momentum. That's what I'm looking for right there. And I get to put 3 greens, then I put in 2 reds. It got more because it started backing down. Did you see it back right down into the numbers that I told you that it would be more if it comes back down in that area? It's best that it stays up because at least they're going to give me then is 3. If you drop down and you've given me actually about 4 or 5 of those, that could be right. And as you can see, it's going to show you the gain of doing that. Okay, so let me just go back here just so we can see. I was at 32.46. Now it's at 33.84 just from that move right there. That was a pretty significant gain there. So like I said, you can actually sit and just really wait for those moments. Don't get in no other time. Any other time you just being greedy and you're going to get caught if you do that. So right now, like I say, I'm just waiting for sure red. Even up on this right here, I'm going to show you what happens when you don't wait for that real red, what can happen. You know, which you're going to lose not a whole lot, but you still lose. I don't want to lose. So right now, you see how that red is coming down, big momentum. I got in, and you see how it bounced back up. It bounced back up there. So I lost. I actually gained less from doing that because I didn't wait for more confirmation of the red. Let's see if we can show that again. Okay. We'll back up even a little bit more. Watch the momentum here. 1 red. I should have waited for another one, but I got in anyways. Look what happened when you don't wait. It'll push back up. And then your 3 reds lose, even though the 2 greens win, but you have 1 red loss. It's maybe a loss of 50, which really well, let me see how much they say it is. 33.84. No, it's actually a loss of maybe about 80, actually. So you don't want to really lose 80. And remember, these right here, really it would have been better, but right now I didn't even realize at first this should have been at 92%. Because right now you get less with 69%. So really, even I would have been making even more when I originally hit it big before. Because right now at 69% of 50, I'm actually getting less. If you get in, if your percentage is like at 92, then you're going to be getting about $96 every time you get it versus 84. But I'm going to end up changing that out by just coming over here, clicking on this, and then grabbing one of these. As you can see, 92%. I'm grabbing one of these here. I mean, the payout is higher. And as you see, I changed that to 92%. Now you can see it's a 96 you'll get instead of like 84. Okay, so back to this right here. Or right there, that was good push right there. Right here, you see the red down there? Again, that right there was not a full-blown red. And I'm just showing you right there what can happen. You actually start losing more as you go for that. You got to wait for it to be a confirmed red and a confirmed green. I'm talking like 2 nice momentum. Sometimes you might have to sit there and wait. Only other way around this here is to reverse it. Then if you know that you're going to do that and then it bounce back up, in an event like that, then you might say, okay, if it want to keep doing that, then all you got to do then is put in, and it's coming to the reds, put in 2 reds, and then put in 3 greens. So then when it bounced down to the red and it don't go up and it hit back up and hit the greens then. See, that time it looked like it hit all of them that time. But again, that was in the red zone. So let's see. So that jumped up from 32.45 up to 34.75 with that right there. That's why I say you want to wait till it's like a real deep into the red area. If it's not really going in the red area,